It happened again. I don't know why this keeps happening. All right. Anyway, Blue said he caught the he would if he had caught Mewtwo, then he would have caught all 149 kinds of Pokemon in Kanto. So that tells me he would have had to catch the legendary birds at one point. Because if Red just did it, then that means Blue was nowhere close to like finishing the Pokedex. So that's what I think. If Blue Blue had to have caught the legendary birds, and that means they would have had to respawn in order for Red to catch them, in order for them both to be on 149 kinds of Pokemon, because that just wouldn't have made no sense. But anyway, on that situation, Ash caught the legendary birds and he completed the Orange Islands. Yeah, he did it. Now, eventually, when he makes it back to Kanto, he does run it back with the other gym leaders at full power and ends up winning again, because his team is just so strong. Only person that, and Brock's father was the one to give Ash that full battle rematch, and then Ash went through all the gyms again, and eventually reaching Blue and his champion team. Blue was like the hardest one to go through, but Ash ended up getting by. Now, all Ash had to do was wait for next month for the Indigo League. Well, for the Kanto League. It's time. So Ash training his Pokemon for the weeks ahead, Ash would end up getting invited to this battle stadium, where the best of the best trainers actually go to. And you guys would know this as the Mewtwo movie. Yep, I'm doing it early, because why the heck not? So, the Mewtwo movie is active right now. So Ash would end up going there. He beats those trainers, and Misty and Brock would actually be there with him this time. So, alright, I know this is after the Indigo League and whatnot, but I actually want to do it in the Indigo League. Well, before. So, with that being said, we're doing it here. Ash would end up in the Indigo, during Mewtwo, and, well, it's time to get the team in order real quick. As Mewtwo would be on the battlefield with its fake Pokemon, its clones, and they're fighting. Oh, jeez. Ash has no choice here but to take Mewtwo on in a battle. Mewtwo would be raging at the fact that Ash thinks he could defeat him. Not me. I won't lose to you. Not to a person like you! This Pokemon here! It's the proof of how far I've come! I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you, friend. Mew! I choose you! What? As Ash would throw out his Cherish Ball. And once it would open, the Blue Kitty Pokemon would unleash itself. Oh, here we go. Mewtwo would be flabbergasted that a human managed to capture Mew. I mean, okay, keep in mind, guys, this isn't the Mewtwo from Pokemon Origins. Well, Red had already caught that one. This is Team Rocket's Mewtwo and everything. Kind of the same thing, but kind of different. Oh well. But anyway, let's go. Mewtwo would be flabbergasted, but yet excited that it gets to battle Mew. But with every ounce of its divine power, it will defeat Mew. Mewtwo said Ash. Mewtwo says it has to commend Ash for capturing Mew and sending it out for a fight. It always wanted to battle Mew, and now it gets the chance. And Ash just said, don't count Mew out just yet. Mew is his strongest Pokemon ever. And you're going to see how strong we've gotten over this time. Pathetic human. As Mewtwo immediately, and I mean immediately, would say, let me show you my true power. My Shadow Evolution. What? As Mewtwo, will be raising its power so high as what appears to be a crystal of some sort would appear out of its shoulder. What? And yeah, guys, it's not the traditional Shadow Mewtwo, because remember, this is shiny here, so I'm putting up a shiny Shadow Mewtwo. So, just bear with me. If you don't like the color, then tell me. I will put up regular Shadow Mewtwo, but I just want to see what you guys will react to shiny Shadow Mewtwo. Let's go. As now, Mewtwo would have achieved its Shadow Evolution. It's shiny, so of course it's, not Shadow or anything. I think that probably defeats the purpose of a Shadow Mewtwo. I'm sorry if you guys don't like it. Just tell me in the comment section below and I'll change it right back to regular, because I can just do that at any point. But this is shiny Shadow Mewtwo that I like to call it. And Mewtwo would say, with every ounce of its divine power, it will defeat Mew. And Ash just asked Mew if it's ready for this, as Mew would nod. So let's begin. The two would engage each other, and it would just be a fight for the ages. Every Pokemon, all the trainers looking on, seeing how great of a trainer Ash truly is. Seeing this fight here, as Ash will pull something out of its bag that his father had actually gave him, and his mother specifically put in there. He knew that it was the answer to all problems. But the thing is, Ash only had one of these. He would never be able to use it again, but it's fine. As he would pull out, what the others would see is a Pokeball, but it would look massively different. It was purple. It had pink spots on the top of it, and an M emblem? What did that mean? Mewtwo knew what that was, but Ash instead put it on the ground and say he can tell that Mewtwo is enjoying this battle. He wants this battle to last as long as possible for Mewtwo, but he promises Mewtwo he will not be like the scientists that imprisoned it for so long, and he won't make Mewtwo use its power for evil or anything else. Only thing that he wants is for Mewtwo to be its friend. Because look at Mew. Look how strong it is. It's not supposed to go against your divine power, and yet Mew's contending with it as if it was a regular Tuesday. And instead, that's because of the bond Mew shares with Ash. It's trying its hardest for him. And eventually, Mewtwo is the strongest Pokemon, yes, but it could be even stronger with a strong trainer by its side. As Mewtwo smiles, and as the battle rages on, Ash would end up telling Mew, I think it's time to end this, Mew. What do you say? As Mew would look on, as Ash would tell Mew to use Photon Geyser, hitting Mewtwo for a lot of damage, and then using the Light of Ruin, Mew would shoot off a giant beam, hitting Mewtwo dead on, sending it right back down, causing Mewtwo to revert back to its regular shiny form. As Mew reverts back to its regular shiny form, it would smile, but Mewtwo would end up teleporting all of its friends away to a safe place, to a Pokemon sanctuary, as it would allow itself to be captured in the Master Ball. As now, Ash had caught Mewtwo. He's done it. It's over. But as promised, Ash would bring Mewtwo back to Professor Oak's lab and show his father what he caught. As Red would smile because he knew Pokemon do respawn just for some goddamn way, because he also had a Mewtwo. So Red's Mewtwo and Ash's Mewtwo would contend on each other like daily. And you know what? If you guys, I'm not gonna really show that. But Ash would tell Mewtwo, would train all of his Pokemon at Professor Oak's lab now for the upcoming weeks, as the Indigo League was only a little while away. Mewtwo say he might not be allowed, but Red would say no, any Pokemon is allowed, including legendaries, in all leagues. And Mewtwo would practically beg Ash to take him on the fight. Ash would say he will, but he's not going to put Mewtwo just up against anybody. He's going to save Mewtwo for a really good fight. Alright, so let's change the scenario. Now this here would be crazy, because for the upcoming weeks, Ash would train every single one of his Pokemon. All the ones that he has in the boxes, on his regular party, everyone. Ash would also, while he's training, he would actually end up doubting himself. But Mewtwo would tell him, look at what Ash has created. Look at all the friends that he's made so far. Even the legendary birds. Even Mewtwo himself. Mewtwo was filled with so much hatred towards humanity that he didn't think anyone like Ash could even exist. But Ash has shown him the light. And if anyone can be the champion, it's Ash. So with that being said, Ash stood up and signed his name onto the Indigo League. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end it off here. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I promised that we'd get to do the Indigo League, but no. I want to save that for the series finale. Kanto's series finale is going to be where Ash finally takes on the League and the Elite Four and just win. I'm sorry, y'all, but it has to be done here. I know you guys are probably going to hate me for doing this, but hey, Ash trained all of his Pokemon up for this, and, well, he's going to go through it. Plus, I gotta redo my research anyway because I gotta remember who's in the Indigo League, who did Ash face, and well, I gotta make up teams for everybody else because this is just gonna go nuts. All right, y'all, but y'all know what to do. If y'all want me to make another part, get this to 5 likes, and y'all know exactly what's finna happen. Come on, y'all. Next up is one more episode of this, and next is Johto. I know y'all want to see it, so for almost the last time for this series, like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace!